So that's where the phrase winning ugly comes from. Hey everyone, it is Ben back again, and the Habs win. What are you still doing here? You were supposed to be gone.
Yes! Yes! Yeah!
Because if not, they're gonna get blown away.
The cannon. It just kept firing.
I am excited. Hello everybody, it is Ben back again, and the Habs get the 2-1 win, this time in overtime against the Buffalo Sabres, and I was there, and I had a grand old time, at least by the end. First two periods weren't so great, but we'll get into that. And first, I gotta say, I got myself a new jersey, because at the game, I won $200, and I stopped at Sports Expert on the way back, and I bought myself a new jersey, because I went to a little quiz game on the Jumbotron, and I won myself some money, so... it looks exactly like a couple other jerseys that I already have, but that's fine. Getting right into it, I got to the game and I was pretty pumped. I was like, okay, it's been a little while since I've been to a game in person. Let's go. Let's get it started early. Let's get it going early. Let's get into the game. Let's get excited. And then the Habs did not do that at all in the first period, really. The final shot count in the first period would be 17-7 in favor of the Sabres. And it really, really went poorly. There was one moment in the first where Jordy Ben took on Josh Georges about 10 minutes into the period after Georges, I think, took out Gallagher, so coming to the defense of Gallagher, and Jordy landed a couple uppercuts that were nice. Then it was a fight. Whoop-de-doo. And then around the end of the period, with about 2 minutes left, Arturi Lehkonen takes a rather misadvised holding call and puts the Sabres on the power play. And that was when the Habs just kind of completely collapsed around Charlie Lindgren, gave him absolutely no support. Lindgren probably should have been a bit more aware on the O'Reilly goal, but still got no help from the Habs around him. And... O'Reilly picks up the puck after it kind of squirts out of a scrum in front of the Habs net. Lindgren still thinks it's over here. O'Reilly's coming around the net, puts it in. Puts the Sabres up 1-0 with I think some like 5 or 6 seconds left in the first period. So not a great way to end the first. But we go into the first intermission. My grandpa and I are talking at the game. We're like, okay, they got to come out flying in the second, and they got to show that they want this game. They want to get back into this game. They got to come out with some jump in their step for the second. And then they did not do that either. The entire second period, I actually remember saying out loud to my grandpa, I was like, I want to pay attention, but right now it's hard because the Habs are playing that badly. Like, no passes connecting, nothing going right, not getting anything going in the ways of shots, just blah. And that is the way the second period would end, although Buffalo gets a penalty at the very end of the second. So the Habs will get a power play for the beginning of the third. So I'm like, all right, I guess we can hope they'll come out with a little jump in the third, maybe. Who knows? I wasn't optimistic, but then they did. And early on, about a minute into the third, the Habs strike early on a goal that originally looked like it was Drouin's from the point-ish. Actually got tipped in by Shaw right in front of the net. A nice tip by him to tie the game up. And I was like, all right, doing great. Great start to the period. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. And the Habs and the Sabres would kind of trade chances for a lot of the third. But Habs overall finally kind of got their shit together for the third period. And that meant we would go into overtime after a few game savers by Charlie again. And again, sort of trading chances back and forth. But then you just see Pacioretty kind of find an open bit of ice up the right side, I think it was. He gets the pass, and you could just tell he was fucking done with this game. Just dekes like 15 different ways around, not Lehner. Who the hell was it? Chad Johnson, and puts it home on backhand, and oh my god, that was a beautiful goal. Might have seemed a little more beautiful because there was a few beers in, but oh, that was a fun time. Habs win 2-1 in OT. And yeah, that's definitely winning ugly. Habs were heavily outplayed for the first two periods. The only reason they were still in the game by the third period is because of Charlie. Charlie kept them in there, as he has done a few times in the last little while. Lindgren has been solid in everything he's been called upon to do. And an interesting little thing, his mask. He got it painted with a Habs logo now, instead of having the old Ice Caps mask, which I thought was funny. I don't know if that's anything. If that means he might be staying up for a while more, because Al Montoya is out indefinitely with a concussion now. But maybe Lindgren's staying around a bit longer than we thought. Maybe. He certainly proved himself, I think 15 times over, that he deserves to be in the NHL right now. Thing is, it took this much effort to beat Buffalo. The Habs have any intention of being a playoff team. They need to have an easier time putting away games against teams like Buffalo. That should be the case, and it's not going to get any easier. This Tuesday they have the Blue Jackets coming up. But I think if there's one good takeaway from this game, it came from Max Pacioretty, was quoted as saying, after the first period, when you see Charlie and you let in a goal with 7 seconds left in the period, and we were very, very sloppy. We weren't getting pucks on net. We weren't skating. We knew it was our compete level and our battle. To be able to turn that around and get 2 points, that should do wonders for us. Hopefully, it will do wonders for them. I hope they can build off this and realize that, hey, we need to come out with a little more jump from the start, because it's not going to be easy against a team like Columbus. It's going to be even harder than against Buffalo. So hopefully, but we'll wait until Tuesday night to find out. But until then, I'll see you guys later.